Now we have just learned half lord twisting pose. Let's learn bridge pose. This is bridge pose. Bridge is called in Sanskrit Setu. So this pose is known as Setu Bandha Asana. This is a great pose for opening the chest area. As we lift our hip up, our chest open, and we create a space on the lower part of our spine like a bridge. This pose also presses our thyroid gland. Because of that, our communication and speech better. Let's see how it does that. So when we do normally, we lift our hip up and lift our chest open here, and we create a space here, so it's like bridge. So let's see how to perform this asana. First of all, to perform this asana, you may lie down completely on your back. You extend your legs, adjust your body, simply rest on your back. Now from here, gently bend your right knee first and then left knee. You can bring your heels closer towards your buttocks. If not, you can simply rest on the mat. Now from here, by placing your palms down on the mat, simply try to lift your hip up towards the ceiling. Here. Now first inhale. In this posture, we are exhale first and then we lift our hip up. So let's see. Inhale first here. Lift hip up. From here, you can adjust slightly for better result. You may bring your feet, your heels closer so that you can lift more closer, and your pelvic up, and try to tuck your chin to your collarbone. Make sure that your hips are in line with your knees. After that, you can here try to catch your ankle and lift more up. To release the pose, simply relax your hip first and release your hands and your legs slowly. Sometimes people do not align with their knees with their hip. They put too wider gap in between their knees. So this is not the proper way of doing this, like this. They may injure their back because it's not properly aligned here. Instead of doing that, they need to bring their feet closer and lift up, like it should be in line with their hip. It's okay, sometimes they may not lift completely up. It's okay to rest here in this posture as well. Slowly and gradually you may lift your hip up, but it takes a lot of time. And the second mistake here, sometimes people open their chest like this, and here I already feel my lower back a little bit pain here, because this is the wrong version of doing. Instead of doing that, they can simply raise their hip like this. It's not necessarily important that you tuck your chin to your collarbone. Later on, when you perform this asana correctly, it automatically happens. So do not worry about that. So just always listen to your body. So now let's perform this asana together. Bring your heels slightly closer to your buttocks. You may rest here. Look up towards the ceiling. Place your palms just beside of your body. Slowly and gently press your palms and lift your hip up while you exhaling. After you are here, you may bring your feet a slightly closer to get the deeper effect. Otherwise, if this is difficult for you, you can be here as well. So here, let's bring a little bit closer and slowly try to catch your ankle if possible. Otherwise, you can interlock your hands as well at your back. Tuck your chin to your collarbone. 5, 4. You may close your eyes if you want. 3, 2, and 1. To release the posture, simply relax your hands first and release your back. Relax your shoulder and bend your knees. Bring them closer towards your chest. Hug your knees by interlocking your fingers, and simply you can massage your back. Now we have just learned the bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. The next pose is boat pose, because Nava means boat. So here we make our body in the shape of like boat. Think of a boat pose like a boat. So when we lift our legs up and balance here, our belly muscles work and it keeps us stable, which is why it makes our core stronger. Besides, it also works on our arms and helps us to make our chest more open. So let's see how to perform this asana. To begin, sit on the floor with your knees slightly bent and feet flat on the mat. You may adjust your sit bone if you like. And from here, make your spine straight first. You may just place your palms beside yourself for the gentle support. And from here, slowly you slightly lean back by lengthening your spine. And from here, slowly lift your legs up. And bring your palms also just side of your knees. And engage your core. This is boat pose. Also, there are variations of this posture. Sometimes people feel difficult to do like this. So, what they can do is, they can simply bend their knees and shoulder open and relax and simply raise their leg just by bending their knees like this. And they can give support just back of their knees by their hands. So this is the adjusted version of the boat pose. Or if they feel comfortable, they may simply place their hands sideways like this. Either they can flex their feet or engage their feet. Both are fine, as long as they should know they are using which kind of muscle here. When they flex their feet like this, they are squeezing this side, the shin bone area. But when they are pointing toes inside of their knees, they are engaging their calf. So that's the difference. You can do either way. So let's see some of the common mistakes here. People are not aware about their spine. That's why they sometimes perform this asana like this and with this, by a little hunching their back. Instead of doing that, roll their shoulders back, chest open and spine straight. Forget about the legs. You don't need to strengthen your legs to get bent at the first few months, or later on, and slowly and gradually you can straighten your legs as well. Other mistake is people forget to engage their core, because here the posture is specially for core muscle. Here we use our core to hold our hands and our legs. So we need to engage our core muscles to avoid pressure on the lower back. You just straighten your spine and engage your core and lift up. Or you can have the adjusted version as well. So let's perform the asana together for 5 breaths. Just adjust your sit bone first and lean slightly back and look in front of you in 1 point. And gently, when you are ready, raise your legs straight. Or either you can place your hands just beside of your knees. Just make sure your spine is straight and look in front of you in 1 point. And slowly straighten your legs. There is also other version. You can even catch your big toes and straighten your knee. You can slightly look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. We just practiced boat pose. Now let's learn how to do bow pose or Dhanurasana. This is a bow. Like a bow ready to shoot. In Sanskrit, Dhanu means bow. When we lift our chest and legs while holding our ankles, our body forms a curve like a bow. So this makes our back strong and open our chest for better breathing. This is also equally good for the lower part of the body. As we lift both of the legs and hip area, the legs act as the bowstring and the torso forms the bow's curve. So let's see how to perform that. Let's begin lying on the mat on your stomach. Completely lie down. This is the starting position. First, you need to calm your body down. Rest your forehead on the mat. First, relax your legs as well. And here, after that, we try to bend our knee and try to catch our ankle first. And from here, slowly lift our chest up and legs up at the same time. We can look even up or to the front, whichever we find comfortable. Sometimes people can join their big toes to get a better balance. It's up to you. Either way is a good way. Sometimes people can mistake in this posture. When they do this posture, they may give so much space in their legs. So they lift like this. This is not the proper alignment. Too much space in between your legs does not give the benefit we want from this posture. So always hip distance width apart, or we can simply slightly go beyond that to get a better balance, like this. If this is impossible for you, you can do slightly go open and lift like this. But do not go like this. This is not the correct one. And also another mistake people hear, they collapse their ear towards their shoulder like this and give so much strain to the frontal area of their neck. Instead of doing that, if lifting head is difficult for them, they can simply be here. Instead of going up, simply be here. In any way, you are giving flexibility in your spine. So this much of lifting is also not bad. Now, let's perform this asana together for 5 breaths. Lie down on your belly completely. Relax your forehead first. Initially, you can place your palms just beside of your chest.
Take one deep breath there. Spread your legs a little bit wider, your heels, your thighs as well, a little bit wider. Flatten your feet and gently bend both of your knees. And slowly try to catch both of the ankles. And press your heels towards your buttocks. Lift your legs up first and inhale here. While you exhale, lift your chest up. And your ear away from your shoulder. Look up or in front of you, whichever you feel comfortable. Let's be here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now relax. To come out of the posture, rest your forehead first. Exhale completely and release both of the legs. Relax your palms facing up, or you may rest on your palms. Just place your cheeks on your palms and relax in crocodile pose. So, we just did bow pose or Dhanur Asana. The next pose is fish pose, or we call this Matsya Asana. This pose is called fish pose. Fish pose is named after the fish. In Sanskrit, the fish is called Matsya, and this pose looks like a fish. When we do this pose, we make our body like the fish. With the chest lifted and the head on the floor, floating in water, it looks like fish. It stretches chest and shoulders and also throat, which helps improve blood flow to the neck and activate our thyroid and parathyroid gland. Also, when chest lifts open, it can help release stored emotions, which makes us feel lighter and free. Let's see how to perform this asana. So lie down completely on your back and palms resting just beside of your thighs, pressing down. Elbows tuck and closer towards your body. You may flex your feet or engage it, whichever you find comfortable. From here, we inhale first, and while we exhale, we lift our head up. And from here, by pressing our elbow, chest up, and we go back and rest our crown to the mat. And to release the pose, you may simply slide down your head and release your hands, and you may look side to side to balance your neck. Let's see some of the common mistakes here as well. Sometimes people, they do in the fish pose, they are not engaging their elbow properly and they just place sideways like this. And it will cause their lower back painful later on because they are giving too much pressure on their lower back. When you press your elbow, it gives support to your lower back. And people strain too much to bring their crown down like this, too much pressure. It gives pressure to their neck. So just resting your crown simply on the mat. Don't giving so much pressure. Also, the second thing is they try to give very much pressure to their crown, and crown especially is main for the crown chakra. When they press very harshly, they may block the energy going towards the crown chakra. So they simply place their elbow. Instead, they can press their elbow very forcefully so that head remain very lighter here. Just simply press that. To release the posture, first you may release your palms as well,
so that you can give better support to your head as well. So let's perform this asana for 5 breaths together. Join your feet together. Place your palms pressing down under your thighs. Tuck your elbows in and gently form on the ground. And by the support of your elbow, try to lift your chest up and open, and gently rest your crown of the head down on the mat. You can simply close your eyes. Sometimes people feel dizzy while they open their eyes in fish pose, so it's better always close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. After that, slide back your head and relax. Relax your palms, and you may look to the right and to the left to get the balance. Now you may lie down completely and relax. So now we have completed all the basic yoga postures. Now my partner Raj will lead